Hello and welcome to another Ask Cheeky. I'm Isaiah Henkel with Cheeky Scientist. This week's question is a great one and one we get a lot. What's the number one thing you can do to get employers to sponsor visa? Okay, so to sponsor your visa. This question was asked by Deepak Sharma. It's very difficult in many cases to get a visa, to cope with the stress of having to get a visa to work. You see yourself at a disadvantage as an international PhD. Not only do you have to go through the hiring process and learn how to get your resume in order, your LinkedIn profile, network, get job referrals, set up informational interviews, but you also have to overcome this hurdle of getting a company to sponsor you. And depending on what country you come from, this can be very, very difficult if you need an H-1B, for example. The most important thing that you can do overall is to focus on what you can control. There's some things you can't control, but there's a lot of things you can control. And the number one thing that you can control is educating yourself on the visa process. Very, very important for you to learn that process. You don't have to become a lawyer, okay? You'll still need a lawyer to prepare the paperwork. The good news is the employers will pay for that. But what you need to do is de-stress employers who are concerned about hiring international PhDs. They're not concerned because you're an international PhD. They're concerned because they don't understand the process. What are the risks for them? How much does it cost? How long does it take? What does the process look like? If they're trying to hire somebody, they need somebody now, or they needed them, yesterday. It's a matter of letting them know that, hey, this process is well defined. It's going to proceed from A to B to C. Here are the actual steps. It's going to only cost you this amount of money, right? Sometimes employers think it costs $10,000, $20,000. They really do. We've heard this over and over again, but of course it doesn't. So educate them, and the only way you can educate them is by learning about the process yourself. So learn about your specific situation, the process that you'll have to go through to get the visa, how your employers will sponsor you, and then speak to them in very simple language, which means you need to know it very, very well. Make it seem like not a big deal, very easy. There's a simple process for it. It's already mapped out. You'll help in every way that you can. It's not that expensive. And the result at the end of it is they're going to get you, somebody who's completely dedicated, somebody who's left their home country to work, who's going to give everything that they have, who's going to be very loyal to the company. Okay, you're at an advantage because you have shown that dedication just by coming from your country to whatever country you want to work in to work. So make sure that you understand the process and you don't see yourself at a disadvantage, but you see yourself as someone who's going to educate the employer on what they need to do, and because of that, they're going to want to hire you. They're not going to be intimidated by the process. You'll get sponsored, and you will get the job that you're looking for. As always, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.